We're live. Hi, bud.
Hi, how are you? You doing all
I'm
right?
good. I'm doing real good. Doing real good. Getting used to a few new things. This is yeah.
You
This is
know,
like a
um, just because Thumper and Joker is coming on tonight, you don't have to wear that damn jersey.
dude. I wear the jersey often. It's not just on, but I mean, why wouldn't I wear it tonight? Like we went to the Reds game about a month ago, and I wore it to the Reds game. We wore it to the Dayton Dragons game. I wear it to parades. I wear it. I wear it all the time. I love this jersey. What are you talking about? Tell me. Why you gotta? Why don't we have any viewers? Why you always gotta trace our shit?
Not me. Me? I would
Yeah,
never.
you. Yes, you. Hey, shit was okay, right? Shit's okay.
I don't know. You would have to ask Jacob.
I did. Okay. All right. I
But
think
since nobody's here yet,
nobody is. Well, we did say 8:15, and for once we're a couple minutes early, which we never are. See, we didn't start it out arguing. That's what it was. We jinxed ourselves because we started out being nice to each other.
I gotta call Chris Hall.
Please don't.
Not right now.
Okay, good. And the
I'm
reason,
not.
the only reason I said please don't was because we're doing a freaking podcast here. So yeah, call him after.
Well, it's going live.
It says it's live.
Mm, Yeah. No, I'm looking on Facebook. I just wanted to make sure that it's coming through perfectly fine. The Pack Beard Club's live too. So I don't know. Where
Man, this is so
is
new to me. I could be wow. I could be on my phone and I can share the link. I could also new activities.
Oh,
I love it.
I think we got somebody. Hi, one person.
We do have somebody. Hello.
Watch.
All
And
right, let me
then
get up there. It's gonna be Thad on his lunch break. No, because he doesn't start here. I don't think he gets lunch until about 8:20. Maybe even 8:30. I don't
I don't know. Where's Jen
know. Yeah.
Parks?
French toast.
Yeah,
She's
what's French
probably
toast?
she's probably making French toast.
Let's see.
That's what I would guess.
I'm just gonna start commenting.
I really want French toast. Like it sounds so good. What in the hell was that?
I'm just gonna start naming people.
You start. See, I go. We're not live and running with the pack.
Yeah, we are. Oh no, we're not.
No, we're
No,
not.
but we're on YouTube too.
Yeah, we're on YouTube.
Just the Pack.
Just the pack.
Yeah.
It's Cajun. You're the one viewer, dummy.
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
Then let me get out of that.
What is going on? Are we having issues?
No,
No, it says we're live. It
it
says
says
we're
we have
live.
two people. We have one person. Oh, okay. Jacob's here.
Hello, Jacob. What's up, brother?
Oh, I don't have to worry about comments no more. Yay.
Yeah, you do not. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, you're tagging people. There we go. Just so that you know that you were tagged. Boom, boom, boom. Haven't heard from Miss Hillary in a while. And Mr. Jacked Up himself.
Hillary don't like your ass.
I don't think anybody asked you, to be honest.
I'll ask her. You want me to ask her?
Ask her.
Oh, there's William.
There he is. What's going on, brother?
We just got to give people time. Just got to give people
I
time.
know, but you know how impatient we get.
Hey, we were looking at the QR code,
Mm-hmm.
and I sent it to all our guests tonight, and it looks like it worked because
Nice. That's how they got on.
yeah.
Sweet.
Well, our first guest, BC, I sent him the link and then I forgot, so then I sent him the QR code. So we'll ask him, but I know Thumper and Joker they only had the QR code, so and they're here,
Okay.
so
Good
it
deal.
works. I think it's easier.
Nice. Oh, it's probably much easier. It's way simpler.
So,
Oh yeah. Always late to the party.
I know. Where is everybody, William?
Yeah, I know. First of all, prayers for y'all down south, man. I know that some of that area is getting hit pretty hard right now with the hurricane. I know. I was just on Facebook there and saw the funny Joker, Harry. He seems to be right in the middle of it, man.
He is.
That's crazy, crazy stuff. I could not imagine that. I mean, and this is didn't you say it's like the third week in a row or something like that they've had warnings or crazy weather, and it's just like nonstop. I don't know how y'all do it. I mean, obviously I do, but man, I don't know if you call it a gala, but yeah, it works.
I don't think you call this a gala. Oh,
What's up,
hi.
X23?
X23
In the house. So how's your weekend going, man?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah. You know why?
Why?
Because I don't have to deal with your ass until right now.
You know what?
Don't do it. Jacob's watching.
I'm trying to be nice here. I'm trying to turn a new leaf. But you're making it really flipping hard, man.
We have to turn a new leaf.
Nah, I love you.
Where is Jacob?
He's probably working on that badass belt. I can say that. That's a badass because that is a badass.
Jacob, we need a list of words that cannot be said.
I mean, I pretty much know, you know.
Does this help?
No.
I put the disclaimer up. It's for educational purposes only, okay?
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah. Let's do it.
You know, you were saying that the first picture was gay.
Which one?
The one where we were sticking our tongues out.
Oh, I didn't really think that. I was just giving you shit.
That picture, that last picture right there, just looks. I don't know.
I love it. I love everything about that video. I loved everything about the first video. I love that.
Thank you to Andrew Orton for everything he does for the podcast. We have not one, but three amazing people coming on tonight. Three. We have Kate Beards. I hope I said that right. Kate Beards, or is it Kate Beard Club? Okay, he's shaking his head, so we're good. I'm good. BC, I think he's one of the main members of this club. He'll tell you. I don't have to put words in his mouth. He can tell you what he is. BC's on the show tonight promoting his their comp. He's an amazing brother. I hope I can continue to talk to him and really get to know him.
The more he talks,
and then we have
he's going to go away from you. I'm just letting you know.
Oh, once he starts to figure it out, he'll definitely run.
He's going to run fast.
Yeah, he's going to be like, this fucking weirdo over here. I know.
He's already asking himself what he got into.
He's probably backstage like, what did I get myself into?
I just said that.
As he scratches his head like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go. All right, let's bring him home. I'm ready. We're
not ready for that yet.
All right. See, I'm just getting overexcited. I'm excited.
For some of the sponsors for our comp November 16th, Stop Traffic Beer Battle, please go to the chat forum. We have an event page. Go log into the event page, Stop Traffic Beer Battle 3. Log into that, get registered. Also, once you get registered for your said category, please go over to PayPal. And the PayPal for the comp is packbc2022@gmail.com. The first category that you enter is $15. Anything else after that is $5 additional for every other category that you want to enter in. Please go sign up for this comp. It's for sex trafficking. It's for O'Hays' house. Please go get registered for that. This is some of the sponsors that you will be seeing throughout the day on November 16th. Appalachian Bearded Mafia. Our brother Chris, he is in Ohio. Our brother Dakota in West Virginia. Much love to them and all 14,000 members. Yes, that number I change every week. Jacked Up Leatherworks. Go check him out. He's always doing leather. He is probably watching the show right now, doing leather, more than likely. Go check him out. Dirty Hands, Clean Money. My main man, John Linville in Ohio. He does all kinds of different amazing woodworks. He can make a snake swim in the wood.
Yes,
that was.
I was going to ask you. Have you seen the beginning of the trophies for Stop Traffic this year?
Duh.
Yeah, they're pretty badass.
I did.
They're pretty badass. It's going to be awesome.
Go check him out. The Baileys, Coal Country, out of West Virginia. They got oils, they got butters, they got boots, they got shirts, they got all kinds of different stuff. Go check them out. If you need a pair of cowboy boots, cheap, $175 get you a pair of cowboy boots. I mean, it's better than going to Boot Barn or some of these other places and paying $400. Go check out Coal Country. Amazing people. This is one of Country's favorite places because he always gets stuck at this booth at Comps because he wants to buy the whole booth. But the Bearded Flamingo, Country, if you can think of it, they'll make it. Is that correct?
That is very correct. It doesn't get any more correct. In fact, if you can think of it, they can make it.
Jewelry, anything, go check them out. One of my all-time favorites, White Oak Beard Supply, Cajun Tin at checkout. Save you some money. Go check them out. Much love to Jarrett. Some of these that you're seeing tonight, we have some breaking news on some of these logos you're seeing tonight. So stay tuned. Country, can I go tackle a fish?
You can try, but I don't think it's going to work out too well. But if you do try, go to southerngoon.com. You can get, hooks to hang from your hands. You can get the apparel to wear while you're out trying to do it. Looking pretty goofy, I might add. But anyway, go check them out, southerngoon.com. They have all of your fishing needs, from baits to apparel to hats to patches, you name it. Again, if you can think of it, they can probably do it, on top of making some of the best soft plastics you'll ever use. So go check them out, southerngoon.com.
We still have patches. We still have patches. The wolf patches going for the American Society for Deaf. This is National Deaf. This is the month for deaf children. This month. So $10 packsouth2@gmail.com is the PayPal. We still have these. So send your donations in, and I'll send you some stickers, a patch. If you don't even use it, so what? It's just a cool patch. It's more about the $10 going to the charity than the patch, but you get something out of it. So go check that out. Otherwise, yeah. You got comments and you're slipping. You got 5 comments.
I don't. No, I don't.
Oh, I had 5 comments. Sorry. Because they're on my screen. So we got with some people today. And this is the beginning, so you'll see some things changing in the podcast. These 4 companies, these small companies right here, have came together, and these companies will now officially be the full-time sponsors of Running with the Pack. So much love to these companies. I can't wait to promote them even more. So these companies are officially Running with the Pack sponsors. You'll be seeing them making a lot more posts about Running with the Pack, the podcast. So thank you to every single one of these companies. Much love to every single one of y'all.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, Vern, I think you and Thad are you two are hanging in there with us. Appreciate it.
Kind of like you for starters, when we're talking to our guests, you'll just gradually just see me just do that, and I'll start promoting White Oak, or you'll see me throw up Dirty Hands Clean Money, their website.
I was getting ready to ask what in the heck Wobbs was, but I get it. White Oak Beard Supply.
Yeah, I didn't want to type all of that out. You'll see Jacked Up Leatherworks. Go check out Jacked Up Leatherworks. So you'll just see these periodically just going around the screen. This is just showing these companies that are sponsoring us a lot more love throughout the podcast. But I know it's been 16 minutes we've been on, and he's been backstage for another 19. So I'm going to go ahead and bring BC on. BC, what's up, my man? How are you?
What's going on, fellas?
What's going on, Bubba?
Sorry to keep you backstage for so long.
No, you're good.
So
we know what that head scratch was about. Trust me, I get it.
So tell our audience, tell us, what is Cape Beards? 501c3?
Yes.
And y'all are located
we're located in Fayetteville, North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Yeah.
Okay, so somebody with a deeper accent than me. Great. Do we need to put subtitles on the bottom of the screen, BC?
Gosh, I hope not.
Fayetteville, that's not far from Chapel Hill, is it?
Nah, it's about an hour south.
Okay. My dad lives in Chapel Hill. I grew up down. Well, I didn't grow up. I spent the summers down there growing up as a child.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm very familiar with the downtown Chapel Hill area and just that general area. It's an amazing area.
Yeah, it's very pretty.
Yep, beautiful.
Hillary, I never heard of her.
You're not supposed to be touching the comments.
BC said me neither.
Yes, Fayetteville, North Carolina, good sir. That's where he is.
Oh my God. I'm going to get in so much trouble. Or maybe you will, BC. I don't know. So you have a comp coming up?
Yeah, so we're doing our 12th annual Beertoberfest. Proceeds go to Karen Chandler Trust. It's a organization that helps cancer patient families. Like the everyday grind of like bills are still stacking up and stuff. And so what Karen Chandler Trust is they come in with funds and try to help out those families get by.
All right. Oh yeah. And here's some pictures. Was this from last year?
Yeah, this one's from last year. That's one of our members. I think he won second place there. Wow, I was really skinny then.
I was really skinny then.
And then the guy with the big beard, that's Bradley Cool. He's actually from the Raleigh area as well, but he comes down to a lot of our comps.
Okay.
Pretty cool guy.
So while I was downloading all your pictures, I seen one person that I know, and that was House. But I call him House. I don't know what y'all call him.
No, we call him House too.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's him in the background right there. Yeah, he was one of our judges last year.
Okay. This looks like an awesome comp. Hey, this is actually there's House right there. Was the Captain America, was that the trophies?
Yeah, so this is our 12th annual. The first 10 that we did, they were all Star Wars themed. And obviously we were getting kind of tired of Star Wars. We were kind of running out of ideas to play with. So last year we started Captain America. This year the theme is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm a big fan of the Turtles.
Heck yeah.
So we got some pretty cool trophies that we're lining up right now. So it's gonna be exciting.
It's weird just talking about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Just silly fact of the day, not silly, sad fact of the day. The original voice of Splinter, the guy that did that, he passed away this morning.
No,
yeah.
Who?
Yes. I forget what his name is, and I'm sorry, but I forget what it was the guy that played the original voice for Splinter in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like when they first came out, and did it for quite a while. He passed away today, so it's
Darth Vader passed away yesterday.
I know it. Crazy.
Well, the voice of Darth Vader passed away yesterday. James Earl Jones.
Oh, I thought you actually meant Darth Vader. Scared me for a second. Come on, man.
Do you need to go in time?
Far away.
BC. Normally, that's what happens. The country goes in timeout sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Hey, it's all right. I can still do comments from timeout, so you put me in timeout all you want. I'll just start commenting, and there ain't shit you can do about it.
BC, turn your phone the other way. Can you turn your phone the other way?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so much better. Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah.
It's much better. Yeah, that's awesome. This looks like an amazing comp.
Yeah, we do for that comp. We do 13 categories. We have the first one that we do because the kids are already ready to go to bed. We do the children's costume, and then we do the ladies, the creative and realistic, mustache, the whalers, the partial beards, with the natural, the goats and the chops, the partial beard styled. We have the groomed section, the full beard with style stash, and then the full beards 1 to 6, 6 to 12, 12 plus, and then we do freestyle right there at the end.
Okay.
Nice.
So they can do the other categories and then go get ready for freestyle.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
We have a green room, and the venue that we do is Dirtbag Ales. It's a pretty sweet venue. We've been partners with them for a while. They love what we do, and so we try to show them as much love as possible. They're a really good group of guys and gals, and they have a very special place out there for us to use. So
that's awesome. I love that. Shit. Yeah, that's awesome. Country, we might have to North Carolina, that's where Eric's at.
No, Eric's in South Carolina, but it's not. I don't think he's too far. I think he's not too far from the border. I'm not sure where in comparison, but I know it takes me roughly 8 hours to get to Chapel Hill, so I'm not sure where in relation, it is to that. But it's not. Man, it would be shorter of a drive for me than you, Cajun. But I killed two birds with one stone doing that.
Yeah, we actually get guys. We got a guy, Guido. He comes down from New York. We got guys from the Holy City area that come up. We've had a lot of guys from Virginia come down. The Bearded Villains and all those guys. They all show up, and so it's you. I think last year there was roughly 75 competitors. And they're usually the groomed beard is the biggest category. So we have to do like 3 waves of them.
Right.
So, but it's good times. Good times.
AKA why I'm a whaler now.
Because I had a guy tell me, he said, you need to just cut that off and just do whaler. It's like, no.
Yeah.
You will not convert me.
I'm curious, but I'm not curious enough to pull the trigger and do it. So,
Why,
I'll
Country?
just continue to be curious.
Why?
Because I don't want to.
There's a reason, though, right?
Oh, I'd get in big time trouble. Kelly would kick my arse so bad.
Because you would be homeless.
Yeah, basically. I would need a room until I grew back. So, are you going to house me for the next 2 months? If you will, then let's do it.
You already know the answer to that one.
Nah, I know it.
So registration. What time's registration open?
The event usually kicks off at 7, so we usually do about an hour's worth of registration, so about 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. Okay. 6 o'clock registration. Oh yeah.
You guys doing a meet and greet the night before or anything?
Yeah, we typically do. We go to another brewery to help show them some love too. Downtown Fayetteville, so it's like a 15-minute drive.
Yeah.
From bar to bar. So
okay.
But we typically do.
Yeah, keep your eyes open. Like I said, we'll share those details on our page for you. That way people know where it's at, and if they're in the area, hopefully they'll swing through for sure.
Awesome.
Yeah, that would be awesome to go check out BC's comp, go give Cape Beard some love, show them love, and then hit up Eric in Southern Goon.
Yeah.
Go see him. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Well, BC, this is the first of many times that Cajun will be aggravating you, and we'll be supporting y'all. And
I appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, totally.
Great to meet you, BC, man. Best of luck with the comp. I know you guys will kill it. Absolutely. Welcome back.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yep.
Yeah, totally. If y'all in the South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, you're not gonna say nothing, country.
I'm not. Why would I say something and interrupt? I'm not going to interrupt you.
Hillary, who you said y'all? You meant you love Cajun. I know.
It's not going to work, dude. It's not going to work.
She can't stand you, country.
Okay.
Yeah, BC. Much love for you. For the y'all's comp. I really want to go to this comp, country. I really want to, because there's just some good Southern boys. It's what it basically is.
Yep. We usually we got a guy from Virginia that usually makes a homemade cheesecake, and it goes up for auction at the end of the comp.
Is his name Rob?
Yes.
And better known as Rob and Carla? Yeah. I had a feeling.
Rob and Carla, we love them to death.
Yes.
I bet y'all do.
They're good people.
Yeah. Yeah, Carla's amazing. Yeah, they're good. They're good peeps. But much love to y'all, and you'll be hearing from me, Bubba.
All right. Appreciate it, guys.
Hey, have a good night.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Man, that does look like a killer comp to be at.
That looks like an amazing comp.
If you're in there and you don't go to it, shame on you. That's all I'm going to say.
I know. You need to go to it. BC, stay backstage. I mean, don't go nowhere. Yeah, just stay back there.
Don't hold the man hostage.
I'm not holding him hostage. He can do whatever he wants to go do, but just don't go off. He can go walk around. I don't care what he does. Hey, let's bring Joker on and say, "What are you doing? Wake up!"
There he is.
What's up, fellas?
What's happening, brothers?
What's up?
Joker, what's up with your screen, man?
I blurted out because my bed's not made.
See, he did what I should have done. I should have blurred it out. I did it the other day. I should have done it, but I didn't do it. Yeah.
I tried to add the brick wall background, but it couldn't figure out what was my head and what was not. So I would get bricks all over my head.
You know, I've tried to use those backgrounds too with the bald head, and it doesn't always pick mine up either. I got to put a hat on in order for it to actually pick something up. It's pretty messed up.
What are y'all up to? God, I miss seeing y'all's faces. Y'all are doing amazing, huh?
It's been too long.
It has been.
But we're sticking to our word. I don't know if it's exactly 3 months, but we're sticking to our word and bringing y'all on.
It's been past 3 months, bro.
I was gonna say it's
okay, Thumper, but we're still sticking to our word, and we remember our devil dogs.
Hoorah! And then today of all days.
Yeah, I know, right? I know.
Yeah. Like this morning, I started off wanting to listen to the news about the debate yesterday because I wasn't able to watch it or couldn't put myself through it. And then they were going step by step on 9/11, So yeah, I was a ball of shit this morning.
So exactly where were you?
I was here
23
in
years ago.
Arizona. I was here in Arizona. I can remember. I remember everything that happened that day. I was on my way to work. The guys in the morning, they usually play pranks and stuff like that, but this time they were like serious and they're like, "Hey, this is not a prank. This is for real. Something happened in New York. I'm from New York originally, from Manhattan too. So on my way going over there, I made it to work. They opened the office. We turned on the TV. We forgot to turn off the alarm system. So the cops show up like in force, thinking, somebody broke into the establishment. They come to the conference room and they see us all in the conference room, just like glued to the TV. And they stopped what they're doing and they started watching the same thing we're watching. So we're in a conference room full of cops and all of us. And then one of the cops said, "Hey, can you get the manager to turn off the alarm, the silent alarm?" So we turned it off and we watched it. And then when the towers went down, like everybody just turned to look at me because I was the only New Yorker there. And the crazy thing is, my sister-in-law worked in that building. And luckily that day, her son asked to go to the Bronx Zoo because he wanted to go to the Bronx Zoo. So she took the day off, but she lost her entire staff. Everybody passed away. They were all above the 93rd floor. So yeah, so every year around this time, it's hard for me. Like this morning, we went to the gym with Ray, and I just was like, I couldn't control my emotions. I was just in tears and working out, so I was a little quiet. But you think about all that stuff, and you think about, I lost 13 friends because of the war. I couldn't go because of my weight and health issues, so I was still. It's still tough to remember. I never will forget. So yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Man, that's was Joker. Were you still active duty at the time?
No, I was already out. But I was in the same position out here in Arizona. I was getting ready to go to work. I carpooled with the guy. He lived on the Air Force Base, Luke Air Force Base out here. So started watching everything going on. I contacted him because he was getting ready to go into a lockdown situation. So he wanted to get off the base before they did that. So I rushed over there and we drove to work together and we just sat there and watched the whole thing. And yeah, horrific stuff, man.
Yeah, that was Jesus.
I know it might not look like it, but I was taking my final little bit that I needed to get my credits to graduate high school that day, and I remember specifically I was sitting right underneath the TV and was told they flipped it on. It was always on, but the teacher had came in and brought up one of the other teachers, and I was told to get away from the TV, back up so I could see the TV, and it just kind of just almost seemed like time just stopped for a moment, and I think it truly did, just stood there. And I'll never again. I don't know anybody personally that lives near it or that was directly affected by it, but it's just I couldn't imagine. I could not imagine.
Yeah, it's what's wild too is my dad at the time, him and my brother, they worked for a company or a union over there, 32BJ, and one of their jobs was the World Trade Center. It just so happens that that day, my brother was off, and my dad, they sent him someplace else. So it was almost kind of like, what would have happened.
Right.
Things could have happened. I know my brother, he had gotten out of the army and he was able to go back into the service so that he can continue serving the country, and he retired from the army. Like I said, I tried getting back in, but I was too far off, so I couldn't get back in. I mean, I had just gotten out of the military in 2001,
Wow.
in January of 2001. So So like when this all happened, they called me up. I went to the station so I can get back in, and they were like, "You got to lose some weight." And I told him, I says, "Well, shit, just put me in 6 months and have somebody get me into shape, put me active duty." And so they
Yeah.
looked at me and they're like, "You see that line right there? All those people that want to come in, we don't have time for you." So I was like, okay, screw you. I didn't want to go with you guys anyway because they were bag of shit units. So
I had just started working at the airport in New Orleans. I was there for 2 months, and talk about ghost town.
I can imagine.
Yeah, everybody just started running into our little building where we used to go chill out and wait for our next flights. And I had no clue what was going on. And we, just like you, Thumper, everybody was in front of the screen. And then that's when they came on the TV and they were like, all airports locked down. So there was no planes flying. It was the weirdest, eeriest feeling.
What's the craziest thing about that day that I remember is how I remember the next day on the news and the radio, they said that on September 11th of that day of 2001, there was no reported car accidents or any kind of accidents on the road, which is unheard of here in the Phoenix area. Everybody, I mean, even when I was driving to go to my next job, like people were so like, "Hey, no, you go, no, you go." And then you drive through really slowly and everybody was like everybody had this sense of, togetherness in a sense, like we didn't want to argue with nobody. I mean, because Arizona is a very road rage state. Everybody carries and everybody goes crazy and stuff. So for the day, I mean, the next day when the traffic guy comes on, he's like, "I had nothing to report. The whole state was completely like nothing happened. There was nothing." So yeah, it's kind of eerie, and it seemed the weirdest thing is every single person that I went to do a job, they were all from New York.
Really?
Yeah, every single one. I did like 4 or 5 jobs, and every single one were from New York. And when I told them about my sister-in-law, every single one told me, "Call them." And I would try, but because of everything that was going on, you couldn't get through. So she finally got through to us and called us up later on in the day. And I think it was like 8 or 9 o'clock here when I finally got to hear her voice, and I was like, okay, she's fine.
So Joker sent me some pictures, and they look amazing.
So
But
you got to put a little context behind that.
You need to y'all need to tell us exactly what's going on here.
You want to go, Ray, or me?
Sure. So that's the replica ship of the USS Arizona. As you can see, that ship was actually built for the movie Tora, and it was blown up during that film. They were able to acquire a couple of the ships from that movie, and this was one of them that they acquired, and they restored it. So that's been recently donated to the museum. It used to tour with us. We would go and bring the other vehicles out, and USS Arizona would accompany us to our events. But now we have full control of the USS Arizona. As you see, it's a pretty large model, and you can't drive down the road without getting pulled over 100 times for pictures.
Wow.
I bet. Yeah.
So that USS Arizona, just to give you a little bit about what's going on is we've decided this next comp that we're going to have over here that we're going to give the proceeds to the First Lieutenant Frank Luke Museum, which is a nonprofit out here in Arizona who's been by our sides from day one. They've helped us out with a lot of stuff because of through them we're able to go into the Veterans Day parades and the air shows and car shows, and we assist them a lot with events and stuff because being Marines, we're always there and we're always helping out. So we thought, let's pay it forward. Let's do something good for somebody that's been doing very good for a long time. He's a retired lieutenant colonel in the United States Army, and he first started as enlisted in the Air Force. That's why you sit there and you say, why is a lieutenant colonel in the Army so big into Luke Air Force museum? And it's because his first 6 years in the military, he was enlisted and he was in the Air Force, and then he wound up joining the Army National Guard, becoming an officer, and he retired from Arizona Army National Guard.
And all these vehicles are mobile. They all work. So it's basically a roving museum. We take it out to different places, events, car shows. We'll help them bring them out to, schools who might want to have some education on some history.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
And they're a small organization like we are. And I met Bill Simon, the founder of the organization there. That one's mine. But anyway, we met. I met Bill probably about a year before we really started collaborating on things. And I'm
Tell them how you met.
very particular about our organization, so I don't want to just associate with other organizations without kind of checking them out first. But
Absolutely.
their whole purpose was educating the public, educating everybody they possibly can on stories about the war in the past. They would bring a lot of people who would come out and talk about the stories because they were the people who were there. So I think one of the first meetings that we had attended, me and Javi, where they introduced us to their group. They were talking about the was it F-100 or F-104 Thunderbolt?
The F-111.
No, not the F-111. I guarantee that. It's like a F-100. No, F-111 is past Vietnam. But talked about every single series of the plane from the beginning to the end. The guy who was talking about it was the actual pilot of the plane. So he flew every single one of the models of those planes. He was able to talk about sorties that he did in Vietnam, show up on a map. They've had, Pearl Harbor survivors come in and talk. So it's amazing history, and that's their whole purpose.
It is.
And,
It's literally rolling history.
Yeah. And just through the years, they brought us in to help. Like Javi said, we're a little bit younger group. Most of their group, are older people. So we help get their vehicles ready. We help dry the vehicles out. We bring a lot of different people from our job sites, any veterans that we, find on the streets or kids who might ride in the vehicles. We invite them out. They can drive the vehicles through the parades. So it's a pretty cool experience for everybody.
Right. Sounds like it, man. Definitely. That's awesome. How far do you guys travel? I mean, you just go to. I mean, is it sky's the limit? I mean, you'll go anywhere. As long as it can.
No,
obviously.
it's usually local because some of these vehicles are really old.
Yeah.
So to get them from point A to point B, sometimes you have to put them on trailers and then offload them, and then
I'd imagine that. I mean, I'd imagine not too many of them are light either. So it probably takes pretty penny to haul them around too, just in gasoline alone or diesel.
Well, the first beard battle that they did out here, we actually brought out a 5-ton and a trailer that we had, and the trailer was actually the stage for the beard comp. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and we've known them for years, and if you look at the museum and the vehicles and kind of how they carry themselves, you think that they have a lot of donations and stuff. And a couple of years ago, I had a little bit of extra cash, and I hadn't really helped out too much other than just physical work, helping the group out. So I figured I'd help them out and give them a donation. and I gave him $500 from me to the museum. And then, the founder, Bill, said, hey, can you call in on a certain day to be on the board? I'm having a board meeting. I just like to talk and have you on the phone with them while I present this. I said, yeah, sure, no problem. So that day came, I called in. He said, okay, hold on a second. And then he was introducing me again to everybody. Everybody knows Ray from the Diving Devil Dogs. So I'll let you know, he gave us a donation, and he pulled out the check, and he said, for $500, this is the largest donation we have ever received. I'm like, hold on a second. that was the largest donation they have ever received, and they're doing all this stuff. So a lot of the money's come out of his pocket. And it made me realize that he's a lot like us. We don't like to go out and try to get money. That's not what we're all about. But we have to have to run. And he was an investment banker also, as a career. So he has a good way with his money. So he's been able to pay back to the community, the veteran community, through what he's made in the past. But running a nonprofit and all that coming out of his pocket, I opened my eyes to, again, that group and who we've been associated for so many years.
Just who truly needs the help, when it comes to stuff like that. Yeah, I totally get it. Totally get it.
And if I have an event and I need a vehicle, I don't even have to. I call them and say, hey, Bill, I'm taking the 5-ton. I go over there. I got the keys for the museum. I start it up, take it. I'll put gas in it and then put it back, and that's about it. So, they support our group just as much as we support them, and that's a great project.
Right.
That's what it's all about. I mean, building relationships with the strong relationships like that with your community and other business owners, especially. That's awesome, man.
Yeah,
that's beyond awesome.
We kind of looked at everything going into the next year. Our lives go up and down as far as being busy. Javi's starting school again for his engineering degree. I started school again to work on my doctorate in psychology. You guys know I'm having a baby here pretty soon. I started on the fire department also, volunteering there. So all those things that play, we're like, we're going to run this. We're going to have this beard battle. What are we going to do with the proceeds?
Yeah.
We're going to let it we can say, all right, we're going to slow down on what we're going to be doing because we're on the personal lives. Let's go ahead and bring another group in here and continue with the amazing beard battle that we've been doing, and just give the proceeds to an organization that also helps us out, right? They get us opportunities for our veterans we need, and get them out into a vehicle, and driving parades and all that. And even the first parade that we did, Bill had to twist my arm, right? Because I thought the parade was, hey, look at me, I'm here, that's me, and run down the center of these parades. And me and Javi got out there, and Bill was basically saying, hey, look, just do one, please. If you don't like it, I will never ask again. Just please do one. So we said, all right. So me and Javi got into my old Jeep, and we're driving up. And as soon as we turned onto that parade deck and saw the veterans on the side waving at us, saying happy birthday, happy Veterans Day, both of us burst out in tears. It was completely opposite from what we thought it was going to be. So, and we get down to the VA because parade passes in front of the Phoenix VA, and they take a lot of the patients who don't leave the hospital, and they line them up there in front of the VA. We actually stop the parade and get out and go shake those veterans' hands. And the first
Hell yeah.
trouble with it, but after everybody realized what we were doing, they're like, yeah, stop the parade.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah,
Awesome.
It was the first time we've ever did that. Like me and Ray were sitting there, like it. So you got to look in the context. November 10th is the Marine Corps' birthday. November 11th is Veterans Day. So we're doing this parade the day after the Marine Corps' birthday. So as we're driving down in Ray's Jeep, you're hearing all these Marines saying, happy birthday, Marines, and we're yelling it back. And half the time we can't yell it back because we're like two built little sissies because we're crying our asses off because, this was like the first event, and we've been doing this for 8 years now. And so, we're always there for them doing these parades, and it always, like, every time we invite somebody that's a veteran, they have the same experience, because you think it's something small, but this is a really, really big thing, it's a pretty big parade. It's like a 2 mile long parade. And, so we're cruising down, and as you go by, you hear the newscasters, they're doing this live and whatnot. And then we hear our names like, oh, this is the Diving Devil Dogs. And we're like, oh shit. And it's like the first year was the funniest because they said that we are, experts in TBI and brain injuries. And me and Ray look at each other. We're like, oh shit, I guess we're fucking experts in TBI. I thought it was just PTSD.
We got to get some more specialists in.
So they made us the specialists of traumatic brain injuries and stuff. So we're like, oh shit, we're gonna have to get our game up, But it was really funny. But it at the same time, you see the veterans there from all branches of service. The Marines, of course, they see us because we always wear something that says Marine Corps on it or EGA or something, kind of like the shirt I have on. And so, they yell out, hey, happy birthday, Marine, and you're like, happy birthday back. And it's just it was just an experience that you can't really explain it until you're actually there. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's just awesome. It's just a great feeling. And then we go to the air show. So, we have where they put us in the flight line. So we get to actually see the air show. Like it's right there in your face. Yeah. And it's just awesome. So, we just enjoy these guys. Bill Simon is a great individual, a lot of respect. He is an officer, so sometimes he gets, like an officer gets, but we deal with them because we're Marines and we don't really give a shit about anybody. But it's a great group, and Bill's coming in age, and I honestly feel he's going to pass the torch on to myself and Ray to take over the Luke Museum. So, it's just one of those things.
Right. Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
That is, man.
Wow. So, what else?
Add to that.
What can you add to that? Thumper and Joker they always bring amazing stories. I love talking to y'all too.
Yep.
Because I love Joker. I love the big smile that Joker gives me. But I met Joker now, so I can fuck with him a little bit more.
Yeah, it looks like it. He's just wishing he was in the same room with you.
No, that's just him. Like,
did you talk about when you first met him? How it was, the interaction?
Yeah, because when I met him, I was like, "Well, Joker," and he's like, "Hey." I said, "You doing all right?" Yeah. And then I turn around, and I see Thumper there, and Thumper's like, "What up, man?" And I'll give him a big old hug, and I'm like, "Is Joker mad at me?" He goes, "Nope, that's just Joker."
We're yin and yang, bro. I'm the extrovert. He's the introvert.
And we have so much fun at work, man. We mess around with people all the time.
Oh shit, dude. Yeah, because we work together. He has the office next to me, so he's number one. I'm number two, and so everybody's afraid of him, and everybody wants to hang around with me. So when we go walk the building and they see him, it's like classic. Like I tell Ray all the time, I says, man, it's like the the commanding officers walking through, and everybody's like acting like they're cleaning or doing something, and it's just funny. And so they always ask me, because I'm very talkative, they're like, hey, what's his story? And I says, what are you talking about? That's the funniest guy I've ever met. And he's like, funny? That guy looks like somebody pissed in his cornflakes. I'm like, oh no. It says, when you get to know him, you'll see how funny he is. And he's a riot. But we have a riot.
No, it was great getting to hang out with y'all. I'm still trying to get Country to go down there, but It's hopefully one day.
To go to Arizona?
Yeah.
Trust me, it's not a matter of me not wanting to, and I think that they know that. It's just
Oh, I tell you,
gotta be
if
the
you
right
come
timing.
out here,
That's
you're
all.
gonna be like, okay, I need to start coming out here. I need to mark this on my calendar.
Yeah.
It was a great show. I mean, Emily, she's something else. That woman, I can't speak too much, but she's amazing. I mean, that event she put together, I was like, damn, that little pit bull put this thing together, man. She's something else. She is.
She knocks it out of
What's
the park every time.
what's her name?
Sometimes
White Claw.
White Claw.
White Claw.
That's one of them. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
one of them.
Oh, she got more.
She's got White Claw. She was Hummingbird for a
Hummingbird.
little while.
Yeah. There was one more.
Yeah, White Claw.
White Claw. And then there was another one that I could never pronounce. She was the only one that could pronounce it, so I don't even try. You know what I'm talking about, Country?
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, she had some other, I don't know what the hell it was.
Anyway, yeah, she kills it every time anytime she puts her hand on something, it's gonna work out. So
Yeah.
you can bet your bottom dollar on that one.
Her hands on like 80 things at one time.
And she still kills it every time. That's what is so.
And it's funny because after that event, she's like, okay, guys, I'm just going to take a week so I can relax. Man, the fucking next day, she's like, hey, we're going to plan the next event. I'm like, you said a week. And she just can't sit still.
That sounds
she's
like
calling
her.
She's calling people. I have an idea for the trophies next year. It was yesterday. Calm down.
She was telling me that during the competition. What are you talking about? She's like, I already know what we're gonna do for prizes next year, so I got to tell my mom to start getting ready. I'm like, geez, leave the lady alone. Let her take a break.
That's fine.
Like literally that morning, she was finishing the trophies for last year, and we get in the car, and she's like, I think I know what I'm doing next year. And I'm like, shut up.
I wonder what she's gonna do.
I don't know.
No, it's gonna top last year if I know Emily. So
yeah, most definitely.
I mean, it's hard to tell with her. So.
And the venue, venue that we had, the guy, like, he was blown away. You know, he sat there and he was like he hadn't heard from us in a long time. And when we told him we were gonna put this together, he was a bit hesitant. But after it was done, he's just like, we need to do more of these. You know, it's open for you guys.
Right.
Did they add on back there already, or did they start?
As far, I think he already purchased because he was going to buy like 40 more acres behind him, and I think he already purchased it. And this place is massive, and it's just going to get bigger.
They started building something out of shipping containers that they're calling like Area 43 or something like that. But when you first got into the parking lot there, way in the back to the right, it's all set up. It's pretty large.
Jesus.
So
and that's a big place to begin with. So to make it even larger.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's got 4 restaurants, you know. So and that one's his biggest venue because it's not just the restaurant, you know, it's all the cowboy stuff and the rodeo stuff and concerts. He actually held a rally there for the senator that's running for senator, Carrie Lake. He had a rally there for her. So it's the guy, he's been around for a long time, and he's never served in the military, but his brother has, and he has friends, also other business owners that are veterans, and he does a lot of motorcycle runs for veterans and stuff like that. So, you know, he's really big into veterans and first responders, but his big thing is he's always hesitant to help out veterans or first responders and groups like that because he's been burned before. And I think he kind of thought we were one of those groups until we came through and he was like, holy crap, you guys are the real deal, you know? and what we did for him, he really
Yeah.
felt good about.
Yeah, the
Yes,
business
sir.
that I was involved with George is Sanderson Ford out here. The owners is a veteran, and also the GM's a veteran. So actually, I think the owner served with Bill from the museum. Is it? Yeah. So
Okay.
there's they basically introduced us to George and Dylan's, and then from there we built our own relationship with that group. But like
Okay.
Javi was saying, he's got a lot of other owners of companies who did serve and are doing things for the community.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
actually,
Very nice.
Sanderson Ford one day gave us a vehicle to donate to a veteran. And our last event that we put together was a huge one. We had like 4,000 people out there at the lake. We were actually
Wow.
doing two events that day. Ray was running the lake event. I was running the event for the Pat Tillman Foundation in Arizona State University, where we were taking veterans. We had like 50 veterans who came through, and every hour I would take about 10 to 15 guys underwater, and we were doing a try scuba diving so we can because the school wants to create an all veteran diving organization. And the funny thing, that's the school I'm about to start going to school with. So, who knows? They might just get their club that they wanted. So
There
we'll
you
see.
go. There you go. Man, I wish you nothing but the best with all of that. That's just again, everywhere you go, good things happen. So that's you can't argue with that.
That's amazing. Well, February's right around the corner, guys. Y'all might see me, y'all might not. I don't know. Still,
We will.
Hey,
I know we will.
probably.
You're gonna surprise us.
Last year I surprised y'all. I can't. I don't. It ain't.
I knew you were
Last.
coming. You couldn't pull that by me.
Maybe I'll talk country into going with me.
Yeah, be surprised guests. You guys dress up in like marshmallow outfits
I know
and pop out of the marshmallows.
we
It's like,
can put
oh,
him in
shit, it's
armor,
going to the
Javi.
big country. Huh?
We can put him in armor.
Oh, yeah, we could put them in armor. Dude, those guys, I hope they come next year. I think they're going to come
They
again
will.
I
next
think
year.
they are going to come back.
They will. Yeah, definitely.
Dude,
I
those
They'll-
guys.
I'm just gonna tell you right now, I sweat a lot, and from what I've heard about Arizona, you're talking about putting armor. As long as it can be cleaned, I guess. But
No, let me tell you, Arizona in February is fucking awesome. I
It's
it's
mean,
awesome.
country was in shorts, and it's February. Everywhere else, they're in freaking, bundled up and shit. We're out here in
yeah.
shorts.
We
And
usually have snow on the ground here in February. So yeah,
yeah, it was the perfect day because like the following week it just came down and started pouring on us and stuff. I'm like, man, it was like a perfect setting. It was
got that
awesome.
in
No,
just
it
in
was
time.
awesome. I had a good
Nice.
time. And then me and Emily got to go see spring training Sunday.
Oh, right on.
That
That's
was
cool.
that was awesome.
Who'd you guys see?
The Rangers.
Oh, so you were right there and surprised then.
Yeah, we were in Surprise. Yeah, we went to Surprise. Somebody thought the Kansas City Royals was playing the Rangers. Um, no, she thought the Giants were playing the Rangers, but it was Kansas City, and she's sitting there with a Rangers with a Giants hat on. I'm like, why the fuck are you wearing a Giants hat? She's like, they're not playing the no. So we had to get up, and she went and got a shirt. It was hilarious.
That's funny.
So it was even funnier when she went and took a picture with the trophy, with the championship trophy for the Rangers, and she's
Oh,
got she had because they had the trophy there, and she had a Giants hat on, a Kansas City Royal shirt, and she's taking the pictures with the Rangers trophy, and I'm like, you're all over the place. But so is your son, because your son does the same stupid shit.
That's funny.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to February. I'm looking forward to seeing y'all. Hopefully, I can come out there. I might talk my wife into going this year. Who knows? Yeah, she's not looking at me, so that's good news.
She's She's gonna throw something at you.
All I say, all of a sudden, his head just disappears off the screen.
All right, guys. Well,
Over your occasion.
much love to y'all. Javier, 3 months.
3 months. Let's see if it's 3 months.
It's 3.
If it's in
I'm-
January, Ray probably not going. Joker's probably not going to be able to come out because he's preparing for that baby to come out. So he's going to be a mess.
I thought
I can take a call.
the baby was. When's the baby?
January.
Oh shit! I asked him how mama and the baby was doing today. I didn't know she was still pregnant. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Still a baby.
And you're wondering why all you got was a hey.
I love y'all guys. Fuck you, country. Fuck you. I love y'all guys. Now I'm
Hey,
gonna
what
get in
happened to
trouble.
the no cussing? You said
I
you
know.
were gonna cuss.
I just said I'm gonna get in trouble by one of our sponsors now because I'm not supposed to be saying that word no more. Sorry, Jacob. Yeah. We'll have y'all on. We'll probably have y'all on.
I'm gonna set a reminder on my calendar, so I'll be in charge of when. And I
It
promise
will be.
we'll get as close. to
Y'all
3
will come
months as
back
we
on
can.
at the end of January. Y'all are gonna come back on at the end of January, maybe the beginning of February to promote the beer battle.
Yeah, and we'll try and see if we can get Bill. You know, he's
It'll
not.
probably take me until then to train him how to get onto the computer to talk. So
Yeah,
we're working.
yeah, he's
Oh,
old. He's in the 70s, so you know he's an old guy.
We'll have we'll have Emily on next time y'all come to promote the comp.
Yep, definitely.
There we go.
All right, guys.
Brothers,
Much love
thank
to
you
y'all.
both so much for coming on tonight. And like I said, hopefully I'll get out there soon. But until then, until next time,
Thanks for having us.
You got
have a
it.
good night, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Later, guys.
Man, those are
Well,
awesome dudes.
BC,
But busy doing some awesome stuff.
PC, I haven't forgot about you back there. 1 second. One more second. My bug. It's always that time.
Mudbug.
At the end of the show, Mudbug makes his grand appearance. How we do it, Bubba? How we do it? Ow!
Woo. There
Look,
you go.
Country's got his glasses on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that crazy Mudbug. Well,
I'm not gonna lie, they're a little sore on the ears. That's some sharp plastic there.
next week we have old
Oh,
Taxi
yeah.
Phil
Yeah, buddy.
talking about the great old revival. Oh, look, look, Beck. Come here. Look. Hillary said, Mudbug, love bug. And then Wolverine said, what's up, Mudbug? They're all telling you hi, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's awesome, huh, dude?
I love that little guy.
Oh, my Lord. All right, peeps. Well, next
Thank you
week.
for tuning in, everybody. Yes, next week tune
Thank
in
you.
for Taxi Phil. We'll be talking. Shut up. We talking about the Big Whisker Revival number 10. Number 10. It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a big one. Tune in. You will not want to miss it.
Nope. Maybe I could talk BC and then go into Newport, Kentucky.
Think so?
October 5th.
Well, now that you know the actual date, you can do something about it.
Maybe BC might be with us. Who knows?
Have a good evening, brother. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Well, thank you to everyone. Much love. If you weren't here for the beginning of the show, much love to our sponsors, Jacked Up Leatherworks, Dirty Hands, Clean Money, White Oak, Southern Goon. Much love to these amazing companies for stepping up and being the official sponsors for Running with the Pack. You will be seeing a lot more of stuff from them, us promoting them promoting us. Much love to everyone. I'm Cajun.
I'm Big Country.
And that's Country. And that's Mudbug. Wolfpack for life. All right, Bubby. It's that time of the night
It's that time.
when I cut you off.